All you need is a random piece of cloth in any color that suits you, and you need to make a square from that cloth. I use 7.5 inches because it's my son, he's only 5, so I don't need as much material as I would need for an adult jacket. I'm marking out the points here into a perfect square for the cutout. Now that I have my perfect square, I'm going to cut the unnecessary edges off, and I'm just going to leave a little bit of material on the outside so that I would have ample space for folding. And we are going to seam the edges for either gluing or sewing so that we can have a seam when we iron. Now the ironing is going to allow us to have a perfect seam without giving us trouble for sewing or gluing. I'm not going to use a sewing machine as I don't have one, but I do have a glue gun, and glue guns are perfect replacements for sewing. Now I'm just going to apply a little bit of glue, thin line of glue on my edges of the seam, and then I'm going to, fold it over and ensure that the edges that I glued are neatly fastened to the section of the fabric that doesn't have any glue. Now this is a fold, and we're going to start at this angle and iron as usual. I don't have much fabric to work with because of how small the handkerchief is, so I'm just using the iron to secure the folds that I'm going to use for my handkerchief. This is the second fold. I'm going to use 3 folds in total. And you can either use a glue gun to secure these pleats or seams, or you can stitch them down if you have a machine, a sewing machine. I just chose to use the iron. Now we're folding our edges on one side, and then we're going to fold the other edge on the other side. And just to secure our folds again, we're going to go over it with the iron. Now we have our suit in our jacket pocket, and we're going to place our folded handkerchief with our pleated design with a tilt to the edge so that we have a nice little triangle here in our pocket. And that is it. This is how you make a handkerchief for a jacket pocket. Don't leave without subscribing. Click on the link to check out my previous video.